Fans, we are off and running on Field 3, Charlotte FC, taking on Duke Sevens. Fans on field number 1, inside the stadium between Sneaky Fox FC and Team Dempsey. We are starting the second half. Current score 0-0. An exciting second half. It's anyone's game. That's field 1 in the stadium.
Hay un arquero ahí que no vi.
This tournament is exciting and different. Come check us out and take advantage of the special
On field 3, we have a Duke Sevens goal. Goal scored in the 7th minute. Your score, Duke Sevens 1, Charlotte FC 0. Fans, we are minutes away from kickoff on field 4, where Jackson Boom will be taking on Zala FFF. And don't forget, coming up on field 5,
we are rounding out a revolutionary day, TST Day 1. It's Group G, the second game, Jackson, Tennessee Boom, which lost a heartbreaker against Team Dempsey and the Wondolowski Show, taking on Zala FFF, who also lost by 1 to Sneaky Fox FC. That means both these teams desperate for their first win. They almost have to win if they want to stay alive for a chance to advance into the knockout round and that $1 million. Keep your eyes on Group G as Sneaky Fox and Team Dempsey getting the wins. These two teams, Jackson, Tennessee Boom, who's part of the TBT family, and they know what it's all about, so they jumped at the chance to be a part of the TST family. And then Zala FFF, AJ De La Garza, two-time national champ at Maryland, multiple MLS Cup champion as well, a decorated career. AJ De La Garza, Zala FFF making a run. The name Zala comes from an application that uses algorithms to transfer personal data into unique fingerprint for real-time health and performance optimization. Kind of cool. As you take a look at Jackson, they were led in that heartbreaking loss to Team Dempsey by one of the rare hat tricks we've seen today. Garrett Bloom, the Brazilian, with 3 goals in that game. His first 2 goals, he kissed his baby who was in the crowd. The hat trick goal actually pushed it equal, and he was all business. But they would go on to lose to Wondolowski, who ended up starring not only with a hat trick of his own, but in goal. Garrett Bloom, keep an eye on him. Really nice player. And then, of course, for Zala FFF, hard not to talk about the great AJ De La Garza. I mean, what a story. Played for LA Galaxy from 2009 to 2016. Played with the Dynamo from 7 to 19. Finished his career with the New England Revolution and a little bit of time with Inter Miami as well. AJ De La Garza, two-time national champ, 13 years in the MLS. There's Johnny Orlando standing right next to him. He was a star player for the Carolina Railhawks. He's got an interesting background, a musician, an indoor player, and Johnny Orlando, another player returning to WakeMed Soccer Park where he had a great following. There's Ambrose, who scored a goal. He's another former Maryland Terrapin star. Russell also warming up. Good group of players here for AJ De La Garza. 7v7, 20-minute halves, no offside throw-ins, unlimited substitutions. Every game ends in target score time. That means every game ends with a goal. And we have seen some thrillers, including the Hoosier Army getting down to 2 players because they kept on going and going and going right here on this field. Player removed every 5 minutes once they get the target score set. It is such a unique format. It is fantastic. The TBT, a massive success, and TST following right up. A spectacular first day, and Johnny Orlando will get the start. Johnny O. The Railhawks fans love Johnny Orlando, a player that Dewan Bader, the head coach of the NCFC team in the TST, really liked, brought him in, and next thing you know, he's scoring goals and hamming it up to the crowd. He is not afraid to shake and bake. Well done by Nick Forbes to keep an eye on Johnny Orlando. Good to see him before the game, and good to spend time again with the Jackson, Tennessee Boom, the sister team of the longtime TB team, Jackson, Tennessee Underdogs, as this team knows what it's like. Cesar Quispe, the man behind it, as the team gets together. They were really good against Team Dempsey. In fact, they had them on the ropes. And then it was the Chris Wondolowski show. As you see there, Joseph Soriano, Bethel U out of McKenzie, Tennessee. Good little player. Now Zala FFF. Final game on field 4 as the game's closing out here on a day that started early, 9 a.m. first game. And the game's going after 10 o'clock. AJ De La Garza, though, started as a U.S. international, but finished as a Guam international. A constant fixture in the LA Galaxy teams of the early 2010s that won 3 MLS Cups and 2 Supporter Shields. He was born in Maryland, and he is just a quality person. And here's Orlando. Orlando, right away we'll play it back. Zala FFF in the light blue. Jackson, Tennessee Boom in the all white. And we are underway. Jackson, Tennessee Boom did not back down from Team Dempsey. And we'll see if they bring that same attitude against another team loaded with MLS and U.S. internationals. Lee Wynn is also on this team, not playing with Hoosier Army, the former Indiana Star. And Johnny Orlando with a great pass and the finish with the back heel. And a great start for Zala FFF. Fantastic work. Johnny Orlando living up to the billing as he gets it in. And a great start for Zala FFF. Johnny Orlando with the great pass and then the back heel right in front for Zala FFF. Pretty sure it was Drake Bird with the goal. Drake Bird, number 8. Johnny Orlando, though, with the great pass. I'll tell you what, folks, it has been just a wonderful day to be with all of you, and nothing's better when you think about who might do something special, and then Johnny Orlando shows right up and steps on it. And here he is again, Orlando. Orlando. Touch gets away from him a little bit, and he'll get right back up. I'm telling you, this young man's got a big personality.
And in updates from field 3, it's a Charlotte FC goal.
Good way to start. 1-0. Zala FFF already on top.
17 minutes into the first half.
1-0. And picked out of the air. Zala FFF starts in goal. Eduardo Cortez, number 13. Meanwhile, it's Igor Rezende for Jackson, Tennessee Boom, who also looked pretty good against Team Dempsey, but not quite good enough in the end. Both teams really good. This is a tough group, knowing that these two teams come into this game looking for their first win.
And fans on field one, it's
Ambrose.
FC versus Team Dempsey. We are 0-0.
Ambrose also played for Sasho Swarovski in Maryland.
Jackson Blue, vamos!
Very well fought match. Looks to be a terrific second half going on.
Shot
Field one
a little bit
inside
high
the
for Zala FFF. As coming forward was number 15, Antonio Roca. Ambrose played with the Terps from 2012 to 2014. Would go on to play for Austin, Orlando City, Atlanta United, and Inter Miami. Here's a shot from long distance. That might have been, if that one went in, that might have been the goal. Ambrose on it. Ambrose will play it all the way back to Cortez. In the corner, a little bit too much heat on it. And it'll come back to Jackson Boom. Jackson Boom starting in front of the goalkeeper. Rezende is Castro. Cherez, Soriano, Bloom, Georgievich, and the Peruvian international Manco. Left side. Manco has started playing with the Peru national team back in 2007. 6 minutes in, Zala FFF with a 1-0 lead. See the scores down on the bottom. The Hoosier Army getting off to a great start with a 5-2 win against Dortmund. And then had a thrilling win against Kingdom.
By Quincy Amarikwa, assisted by Jeremy Calistri.
Jackson Boom.
Into the game, your score, Sneaky Fox FC 1, Team Dempsey 0. And on field 3, we've reached halftime with your score between Charlotte FC and Duke 7.
Zala FFF
tied up at 2.
on the attack with a 1-0 scoreline.
Surely an exciting and energetic second half awaits in just a few moments. And looking into field 4.
Jackson Boom. It'll go out of bounds. Good defensive work by Zala FFF. These are two really good teams. This game is so important to stay in it, because whoever wins the other matchup between Team Dempsey and Sneaky Fox will be at top of the table in Group G. Jackson Boom, they can play. They had a decent run of the play against Team Dempsey. I think even the great, one of the GOATs, Clint Dempsey, would give the same shout out that I'm giving to Jackson Boom. They were strong, led by Bloom with those 3 goals. Played in. There is Bloom. Bloom gives it up. Manco. And Bloom thought he had earned a corner kick. He did. Corner kick to Jackson Bloom. Manco. There were several Peruvians in the crowd as I was working my way down to just get a quick talk, and he's got a solid fan base here. They love him. Ambrose will get things started with the kick in. No throw-ins, no sliding tackles, no lollygagging. They do not let you lollygag at all. They will card you or take the ball away. They do not mess around. Really well-structured, fun tournament. The TST. Field 4 coverage, 10 minutes in.
31 minutes played.
I want to thank our producer director Nick Forbes and the gang. Michael Glennon has been in this house, for lack of a better word, for all 8. 4 with Neil, 4 with me. Good to be with him. Talented young man heading back to Colorado. This one sent back across. Zala FFF with a big shot there coming from Mikey Ambrose. Eleven minutes in. Zala FFF. Drake Bird with a little back heel after a great pass from Johnny Orlando. That's the difference in the game. We're almost halfway through the first half. Zala FFF looking to add to their 1-0 lead, and they do. Tremendous finish. Running it down is Lee Wynn. Lee Wynn, what a talent he is. He, just like De La Garza, could easily still be playing as Wynn makes it 2-0. Zala FFF on top. Lee Wynn, the former Indiana Hoosier, not playing with Hoosier Army in this one. I talked to him a little about that yesterday during an incredible social media day as the TST crew absolutely rocked it for all of the broadcasters, all of the media in town, everybody that was interested in anything about TST. They punched it out. It was fantastic. It's a wonderful day yesterday, even better today being with all of you, bringing you these TST games. Played back, Zala FFF with a goal from Lee Wynn on the ball now. Lee Wynn, just tremendous vision, running with it, and Lee Wynn had the helper, or had the goal, was looking for the helper there from Ankur, what saved. Eighth game of the day on the mic.
Second half action between Charlotte
And my face hurts from smiling. I think that's a good thing.
Fans, this could get to be a lively and exciting exciting second half. Right
I mean, I got to tell you, if you love soccer, and I love soccer, this has been a dream day. Looking forward to tomorrow. Little tea and honey, and we'll rock it again, Michael. Good ball squared. Zala FFF has come out with some heat and looked really good. That's Ankir again, and he'll get subbed out. Subs on the fly. Nice little shift. AJ De La Garza will come back on as well. As De La Garza joins Argudo, it'll be yet another corner kick. Back-to-back corner kicks for Zala FFF.
Let's go!
Zala creates a personalized wellness plan to maximize individual successes. Well represented their message here, and that's goal number 3. That's probably going to be no. They had a whistle before it. Now the trainer's going to come on, so that is not the third goal. Luis Reyes, by way of Portugal, the man in the middle, lives in Massachusetts, loaded with good Portuguese people. Joe Sergen is the assistant referee, and a player still down for Jackson Boom. Really good to see the youngsters out here as well.
On field 5, NCFC taking on the Raleigh Rebels.
Just heard the announcement, NCFC, my team, getting ready to take on the Raleigh Rebels. That'll draw a nice crowd. All these games have drawn nice crowds. Sold out TST. Off the chains, as the kids would say.
It's a sneaky Fox goal. Goal scored in the 37th minute by Nicholas Pereira.
So they'll add a little extra time as extended injury there. I think it's their player head coach, Corey Adamson. It is.
Sneaky Fox 2, Team Dempsey 0.
So Adamson makes his way over.
Checking in on ongoing matches. At field 3 between Charlotte FC and the Group 7s, we are knotted up at 2.
Jackson Boom will move it along the back. Carlos Leyva from Puerto Rico. This is quite the team. Adamson is from the United States, but Juan Anasco is from Argentina. Ortega is from Honduras. Bloom, who had the hat tricks, from Brazil. Castro's from Honduras. Sharias from Puerto Rico. Georgi Georgievich is from Serbia. The goalkeeper Rosende from Brazil. Ledesma from Mexico. Zala FFF looking for more. It'll be knocked out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick. Manco, the Peruvian international. Moncada from Honduras. Reyes from Puerto Rico. Walter Smith from Belize. And Degro also from Puerto Rico. So a big international flair for this team from Tennessee. 16th minute of the first half. It's been Zala FFF pretty much from the start with a 2-0 lead. Jackson, Tennessee Boom going the other way. The majority of these players, while from those countries, do make Tennessee home. Slid across as Georgie. Wearing the 2-3s. The big, tall Serbian, big personality, nice guy. Looking to head in this corner. We're in minute 17, but an extended injury there for Corey Adamson, the player coach for Jackson, Tennessee Boom, will be sure to add a little extra time. A little bit of frustration there from Georgie. Georgie puts his hands all over the referee. A little risky.
Well done, well done, well done. With the fan now, let's go.
Zala FFF taking their time with a 2-0 lead. Corner kick.
And fans checking in on field 5.
Squared. Started on the left side, now over the right side for Zala FFF. Goes off of Ramirez.
And Raleigh Rebels FC. Once again, that is 1-1. 3 minutes played.
Squared again, wide open, and finished. A perfect pass on to the on-running Lee Win, and Lee Win's got a brace, and it's 3-0. What a run by Lee Win, and essentially a tap-in. And now we're not sure how the goalkeeper, Rosende, is feeling.
On field number 4, we have a Zala FFF goal. Goal scored in the 18th minute. Your score on field 4, Zala.
It's the second injury. We first saw
3.
Adamson, now the official, checking the clock, calling for the trainer.
0.
So minute 19, and the goalkeeper, Igor Rosende. Juan Anasco from Argentina is the backup, and he may be needed. Actually, my bad. They slid in. Looks like they slid in. The starting lineups came across. And they had Igor Rosende, but actually you can see there that it's number 25. Arias slid in there late, was not listed as a starter in the sheets we got, so my apologies.
Charlotte FC in the 28th minute. Lots more exciting soccer action left in the second half on field 3.
So I think this is now Rosende, the Brazilian. All right, so we certainly hope that Juan Arias is okay. He was the injured goalkeeper in there, not Rosende. So here's Adamson, who took a while as well. He's back into the game, so that's a good sign. But their team is down 3-0. Lee Win, who's got a brace coming off the bench, didn't start, but Lee Win with goal number 2 and goal number 3 in this one to go along with the Johnny Orlando to Drake Bird goal. And that's where we stand, 3-0.
It's Sneaky Fox FC 2, Team Dempsey 0. We're heading to target goal time. The target goal is 3 for the match between the Sneaky Fox
With a 3-0 score. They do not mess about here, as they will not be adding stoppage time. Johnny Orlando, and he's taken down. Wow, outside of the 18, and it'll be a yellow. And Orlando can't believe it, as he thought for sure it was going to be a red. I kind of thought maybe it was as well, as Rosende, the Brazilian, came out hard, and he'll get the yellow. Johnny O. Johnny Orlando. He is a true entertainer. I mentioned he was a musician, and the way I recall him telling me the story is he could play almost every instrument up there. I think he could also do a little beatbox action. He could kind of do it all. And play some pretty good soccer. Really good indoor player, futsal player, and that's going to do it for the first half. 2 goals from the talented Lee Wynn has Zala FFF out on the front foot. Halftime here, we'll step aside with Zala FFF on top of Jackson, Tennessee Boom by a score of 3-0.
Field 4. That's the end of the first half between Zala FFF and Jackson Boom. Your halftime score, Zala 3, Jackson 0. And on field 5, early into the first half, we are tied 1-1 between NCFC and Raleigh Rebels FC. That, once again, is on field number 5. Checking in with field 3, it's a Duke Sevens goal. Goal scored in the 34th minute. Your score, Duke Sevens 4, Charlotte FC 2. 34th minute. And team on field number 1. It's Sneaky Fox FC taking on Team Dempsey. Sneaky Fox leading 2-0. They're in target goal time. Target goal is 3 for this matchup. The target score of 3 means first team with 3 goals takes home the match.
We are now 66.
And fans on field 5, we have a Raleigh Rebels goal. Goal scored in the 8th minute by Cameron Steele. 8 minutes played. Your score, Raleigh Rebels 2, NCFC 1. And fans, it's a final on game 1 as Sneaky Fox defeats Team Dempsey 3-0. Sneaky Fox will take on Jackson Boom tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. And Team Dempsey will take on Zala FFF also at 1:30 p.m. tomorrow.
Getting ready to start the second half here as part of our coverage of TST Group Number G, Group Letter G. Letters and numbers are running together here late night in Cary, North Carolina. Oh, what do I do with my hands? It's 3-0. Zala FFF 3, Jackson, Tennessee Boom 0. Jackson, Tennessee in the white uniforms. They've got some wood to chop. Of course, we still have the target time anyway, so they're always in it, never out of it. But they need to get busy, get going here. Their body language, you can kind of feel it. Bloom, who had a hat trick against Team Dempsey and was electrifying, mentioned kissing his baby twice on the first 2 goals. Good coverage of that one. All right, so we've just been told a little bit of drama over at the main stadium as in Group D, which features Culture by Mo Ali FC, Far East United, and West Ham United, Dallas United has been disqualified from the TST. They are out. I want to thank Nick Forbes, our director, for keeping us up to date. De La Garza, first-class soccer player and an even better human being. Tries to play it through. De La Garza, who won that 2005 national championship with Jason Gary, who was out here. Jason Gary ended his career also with the Carolina Railhawks, now known as North Carolina FC. Jason Gary, Maryland's all-time leading scorer. Crossed here. Extra touch. Zala FFF. looking dangerous to start, as that was once again Bird. Bird scored the first one after a great pass from Orlando. De La Garza in your screen. Now Wynn. Lee Wynn has got 2 of the 3 and has looked good. Bird's got the other one, and he'll earn the whistle. So this is where you've got to be a little bit careful, and that if you are getting the feeling that you're out of it type thing, maybe you have a potential to get a little bit sloppy. You don't want to see that. Zala FFF. Wynn was hoping to drop it. It's one back by Zala FFF, and they'll play it all the way back.
And fans on field number 4, Zala FFF.
Zala FFF, led by former USA and Guam international AJ De La Garza. De La Garza brings that championship mentality to the squad, having won 2 NCAA titles and 3 MLS Cups. We talked about that. Then the name Zala comes from an application that uses algorithms to transform personal data into your unique, quote, fingerprint, end quote, for real-time health and performance optimization. Zala, Z-A-L-A, creates a personalized wellness plan to maximize individual success. They plan on using Zala and the connections their company has made to recruit the team to take home the first ever TST trophy. And it's looking like they're going to get their first 3 points, and they'll be very much alive with a matchup against Team Dempsey, which will be quite interesting, as a lot of these players have played against each other for years. De La Garza calling for it. He wants it. He's open on the right side. You got to get it to him. He's got it. De La Garza. De La Garza. They made De La Garza juggle yesterday, where I talked about all the social media attention, and he was funny. It's not really his thing, and got a couple juggles up and then act like he pulled his hamstring. And let me tell you, nobody's more fit and more ready than De La Garza. It comes all the way across. AJ De La Garza. Cool dude with a cool name. I like saying it. I like talking about him. He's earned it. Sneaky Fox getting it done. Shutting out Team Dempsey. Boy, the Duke Sevens bouncing back. Target scores 5, and they just got it. John Kerr Jr., I talked to him. They got hammered by the Raleigh Rebels. He wasn't sure what they had, and Charlotte FC looked pretty good there for a while against North Carolina FC, but they're now 0-2. Duke gets a win, and Duke will face North Carolina FC, who is trailing the Raleigh Rebels. Wow, that's going to be a massive game. I'll have the call of that NCFC Duke game tomorrow. Rosende didn't start. We were told he was starting, didn't start, but he came in relief of the injured starter.
Looking ahead to tomorrow. Duke will take on NCFC.
And the PA announcer, we're on the same channel. He's now just talking about the NCFC Duke game tomorrow. Minute 27.
Also at 2 p.m.
I like this PA announcer. He's been out here all day. He's been good. Shot from distance and knocked away. Well done by Zala FFF, protecting that 3-0 lead.
Your score, Raleigh Rebels 2, NCFC.
Eduardo Cortez.
Stay tuned, fans, for an action-packed second half game on field number 5.
Got a whistle. They're going to point to the spot. Not totally sure what happened, but they're going to give a yellow card. Looks like the yellow card's going to Antonio Roca. And now Bloom, who had 3 in the first game. Will try to get his 4th goal. Bloom from the penalty spot, and Bloom hammers it home, and Jackson, Tennessee Boom down but not out. 3-1, they're on the board. Bloom with the boom from the penalty spot, and his 4th goal after the hat trick against Team Dempsey. As Jackson, Tennessee Boom, again, Jackson, Tennessee Boom, this program part of the TBT family, and when they found out about TST, they said, let's give it a run. Zala FFF right back the other way. Wow, and really that close to getting it right back, almost that quick from Ankir. "29 minutes. Jackson, Tennessee will build it out of the back. Going the other way, Zala FFF, and that's going to be a yellow on Leva Capote. So, 2-man wall being set up here for Jackson Boom as Mikey Ambrose is over the ball. Ambrose. Good idea there, really good idea. And it was definitely worth an ooh from our stats man, Michael Glennon. 31 minutes in before we go to target time, where we find the winner. Every game ends with a goal. Well defended by Zala FFF. That was great work from Ramirez. Wearing the number 2 jersey, a foul called against Zala FFF. So Bloom, who has scored the only goal for Jackson, Tennessee Boom, quickly gets it started with the kick in. Manco. And too tall for Manco. Thirty-second minute. Celebrities, reality TV stars, international stars, World Cup stars, GOATs at different levels, all part of what we're seeing with the TST. And it has created a tremendous buzz. Zala FFF. Wow, well done. Good little extra touch there, squared by Ankir, number 16. He's been really good. Played at Central Arkansas and then UTR GV. Georgie Georgievich will earn the corner kick.
Jason! Affect the ball! Come on!
33rd minute, headed down. And now Zala FFF. They're not allowed to mess about a ton, but they'll try to work a few seconds off. .33rd minute. Now minute 34. Two first half goals by Lee Wynn, former Indiana star who, like De La Garza, had a long run in the MLS. And De La Garza got to him first before the Hoosier Army could. Jackson Boom whips this one. Sent in there by Adamson. Adamson will hustle over and take the corner kick. As we walk our way up to minute 35. Sent around, and Georgie looking for the penalty kick. He's got the same look all the time on his face.
On field 5, we're back in action for exciting second half soccer between NCFC and Raleigh Rebels FC. Your current score, Raleigh 2, NCFC 1.
Well done by Jackson Tennessee Boom. You just heard the score. Raleigh Rebels on top of North Carolina FC 2-1. My former broadcast partner, Austin DeLuz, telling me he was worried about that team, the Rebels. They were working hard yesterday in practice. They got a nice little team. That's a big game.
On field 5, NCFC has landed an equalizing goal.
And now we just heard it's 2-2. NCFC has tied it.
Your score between Raleigh Rebels and NCFC, we are tied up at 2. It's looking to be an exciting second half on field 5.
What he said. Zala FFF 3, Jackson Tennessee Boom 1.
Checking in on field 4 in the 36th minute. Zala FFF 3.
3-1, Zala FFF on top. Before we go to the target score time, if it ended right now, the target score would be 4. First one to 4. It is who's ever leading +1. We've all figured it out by now, but it's fun to talk about, even more fun to call, particularly that Indiana game, the Hoosier Army getting down to CeeLo, Christian Lomeli, who just stood on his head in goal. Phenomenal performance, and it was only fitting that he would end it with a goal. 37th minute. This team from Tennessee trying to hang in there. Big time save from Zala FFF. Minute 37. Sent in and handled. Ryan Russell into the game, wearing number 11. Eduardo Cortez. Man in goal for Zala FFF. And Jackson Tennessee Boom just sends it out. You got to believe, based on the first half scenario where Jackson, Tennessee Boom had a couple injuries and no added time was added on, that they'll flush this one pretty close to the 40 to go to target time. There's Manco, the Peruvian international, wearing number 10. I mentioned he's got a nice following here. It's one of the neat things when you go out and walk around and see the fans just excited to see so many people. I actually took time to catch up with Chad Johnson. I told him, Michael, I said, it looked like you were looking for a goal, and he said, it's not easy, man. 3-1, 39th minute.
On field 5.
All right, we just heard from our director, Nick Forbes, who's done a fantastic job all day long, and the entire crew. I want to thank them for all of their work, getting out here early and staying late. 1 minute of added time. 1 minute.
Raleigh Rebels 3, NCFC 2.
Zala FFF. De La Garza slowing down Jackson, Tennessee Boom. Good professional foul. We're in the 40th minute. Going to have one extra. All three of the goals for Zala FFF coming in the first half. Two of them coming from Lee Wynn. Oh, and Bloom has done it again. The man is on fire. He's got 5 goals as he sends a kiss to his wife and baby. Bloom has scored again, and it's 3-2. That'll change the dynamic a ton here as we work our way to target time. Target right now would be 4, and Jackson, Tennessee Boom would just be 2 away.
Jackson 2 towards the end of regulation.
Let's go. Breathe, let's go.
See if Zala FFF, who looked pretty good in that first half, can answer the call here. Soria is right number 26. It'll be a corner for Zala FFF. Manco knocked away in the final seconds here. Winding down as we make our way to target time of our final game here on field 4. And there it is. We will head to target time with the target at 4. First one to 4 will get the 3 points. AJ De La Garza, 2-time collegiate national champ, 3-time MLS champion. AJ De La Garza by way of Maryland. There's Bloom. Bloom, what a story he's been. 3 goals against Team Dempsey and 2 goals against Zala FFF. We'll head to target time, catch our breath, and be back in a moment to break down the rules with Zala FFF setting the target at 4 with a 3-2 lead over Jackson, Tennessee Boom.
We're heading to target score time. The target score is 4. 4 goals wins the match. And fans, on field 5, it's Raleigh Rebels 4, NCFC 2. Fans, we'd like to thank you for attending the first session of the soccer tournament. Excuse me, fans. Fans, we thank you for attending the first day of the soccer tournament 2023. 32 teams, $1 million on the line, and the exciting action continues tomorrow. Don't miss 1 second. Remember, Session 3 gates open tomorrow morning at 8:30.
Target score time rules reminding you for the 8th time of the day on my call, target score is set at 4. It's the leading team +1. That's Zala FFF. First to 4 wins, and if they don't get it done after 5 minutes, they start taking off players. Every 5 minutes, they take off players, and it heats up the drama, heats up the suspense. It's really cool to watch, particularly when both teams are humming the way Hoosier Army and Kingdom FC were humming in that game, getting down to 2, and it was deadlocked. Target score is 4. Wynn, De La Garza, and Kier, 3 of the 7 coming out there. It's AJ De La Garza's dad there as well. Neat to see. And here we go. Lee Wynn gets it started for Zala FFF. First one to 4 gets the 3 points. Will be the first 3 points of the TST for these 2 teams playing in Group G. Zala FFF in the blue. Jackson, Tennessee Boom, part of the TBT family now, TST in the white. And Zala FFF trying to make quick order of it. They'll get a corner kick. Corner kick coming for Zala FFF. Played quickly to Lee Wynn. All the way back to De La Garza. Good ball across, touch not quite there. And foul against Bloom, that will be a yellow card. So yellow card going against number 23, Luis Argudo. Lauren Sesselman is also part of this Zala FFF team. We've not seen her. Former Canadian international and Purdue Boilermaker. Lee Wynn is open, and they don't find Lee Wynn. How do you not just drop it over to him? He's wide open. Just need to slant it, square it, whatever. Remember at the sometime after 4 o'clock on Sunday on CNBC, somebody that we saw today will score a goal that will give their team $1 million. I mean, how cool is it to say it? How cool is it to think about it? Wow, North Carolina FC and the Raleigh Rebels on field 5 with a 4-4 thriller. And apparently a little bit of flexing going on in that game. The target is 4. Speaking of 4s, Jackson, Tennessee needs to score 2. Zala FFF, who scored 3 fairly early doors in the first half, 2 from Lee Wynn, have not scored since. They need to score 1 to win this. You lose this game and you're pretty much out. I mean, there are some scenarios based on certain situations that give you a chance, but it's tough. Very slim. Luis, the referee. Luis Reyes. Bird with move taken away by Adamson. Nice work by Adamson. Win. Good idea. Hoping that somebody was making a run. He'll get it back. Win. Wins. Got 2 already. Let's see if he tries to do it himself. He can. Win on it. Win. You cannot dive in on Win as he, oh wow, let's say he doesn't earn the foul. I thought he was knocked to the ground. Really enjoyed sitting next to Lee Wynn and AJ De La Garza during the media hits yesterday. Great players, phenomenal people. It's a familiar theme. Do things the right way. Manco. Bloom. Bloom, he's looking for a heat check here. If he gets it, he might try to smoke one from downtown. And well done, Jackson, Tennessee, boom. As it looks like they now will take one player off. So one player will come off. Looks like Bird will come off for Zala FFF. Not sure who went off for Jackson, Tennessee. There is Bird. There's Lauren Sesselman as well. Sent long, we're now at 6v6 with the target 4. Mikey Ambrose didn't like the fall. Need to get to 4. It's 3-2. Zala FFF, who has seen their 3-0 lead disappear. It's 3-2. Lee Wynn's got 2 of the 3. Wynn's on the ball. Wynn will drop it back. Nobody home. It's going to go out of bounds as Ambrose was stuck right there. Looking over to our award-winning stat man, Michael Glenning, to find out a score for North Carolina FC and Raleigh Rebels. 4-4. Are they in target time yet? Here we go. Zala FFF. They win it defensively. A breakaway, and Wynn couldn't quite get his body. No, that wasn't Wynn. My apologies. And Kier, I believe, couldn't quite get his body over it. You see some of the finals. Sneaky Fox with a 3-0 win over Team Dempsey. Duke Sevens responding with the 5-2 win. And the Raleigh Rebels have taken the lead 5-4. What a game that one is. Pretty good game here, and it's tied. It is tied. So the next goal wins as that one gets by De La Garza. And what a response. I did not think the body language was great for the Tennessee team. But Jackson, Tennessee, boom, have tied it, and now the next goal wins. Castro Sanchez.
Let's go, Zala!
I feel like we're getting pretty close to getting to 5v5 as well. Zala FFF needs to respond, and they almost did right there. Long distance shot. Resende in goal for Jackson Boom, Tennessee. Cortez in goal for Zala FFF. It's worth mentioning here with the game tied 3-3 and denied. A big time save and now a whistle called against Jackson Boom, Tennessee. De La Garza wants it back. Bird comes over. De La Garza. Ambrose waiting to the left. Now they see him.
Nobody wants to take it.
De La Garza gets it out wide to Win. De La Garza from Win. Bird now. It'll go out of bounds and it'll go back to Jackson, Tennessee. Boom. Tied at 3. Now we're going to go to 5v5. 5v5. Meanwhile, the target score is 6 with the Rebels on top of North Carolina FC by a score of 5-4. De La Garza. Ambrose. Ambrose again. Win. Win and De La Garza. Now at 5v5, they really stand out. Special qualities. Cortez comes forward. 5v5s when you start to see the goalies pass midfield. 4v4, they're in on the action. Ambrose squares it. Oh my. Pretty good ball squared across to Roca. And Roca skies it. Roca went to Tulsa, played for Austin, Tulsa, Orlando City, New York City, Orange County SC, and the Belize national team. Jordy checks back. Next goal wins. Target time, TST style. Both these teams looking for their first 3 points. Nervy here. It was 3-0 Zala FFF. De La Garza reads that perfectly. Here's Win. De La Garza's going to make a run right down the middle. Win stays with it. And one too many touches from Win, and now they're a little bit exposed. Going the other way. Adamson leading it. Adamson will check it out wide. Jordy for the winner. Denied by Cortez. What a save. And then Jordy comes in hard, and he'll get a yellow. That was Bloom, rather. Bloom almost as tall as Jordy and went in a little recklessly, and it was Bloom who's got 5 goals. May have ran out of gas right there, so my apologies. It was Bloom with the yellow. Meanwhile, Field 5 has their target score set. That's going to be intense. North Carolina FC and the Raleigh Rebels. Next goal wins Zala FF. We're pretty close to going 4v4. Lee Win lurking. Jackson, Tennessee, Boom heading the other way. This is desperate times here for both these teams. It'll be indeed a thrilling victory, and there'll be a lot of agony as one of these teams will fall to 0-2. And there it is. Jackson, Tennessee Boom comes all the way back as Adamson with the winner takes off his shirt. And Jackson, Tennessee Boom down 3-0 comes back to win it in target time 4-3. And this team understands what it's like to be in this family. They play in the TBT. They organized this team for the TST, down 3-0. They were really late to even come out to start the second half, and they come all the way back. Wow, what a big-time day. A delight to be with all of you covering the TST. Be back with you tomorrow as well. I want to thank Nick Forbes, Mike Glennon, Chris Hawkins, James Montemerno, Mike Bullard, and Grayson Weigel. That's our crew here on Field 4. For each and every one of them and all of you, I'm Dean Linke. What a day. Day one of TST on Field 4 in the books. Your final score, the final game over here, Jackson, Tennessee Boom, 4 unanswered. They beat Zala FFF 4-3. Thanks for being with us.